भद्रं कर्णैभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Let us pray together. We offer our salutations to the all-loving being who endows all beings with consciousness. We meditate on the Lord, who is the origin of the universe. Lord, Thou abidest in all, Thou art all, Thou assumest all forms. Thou art the origin and goal of all. Thou art the self of all. Thou art existence, knowledge, and bliss. Salutations unto Thee. May the world be peaceful. May the wicked become gentle. May all creatures think of mutual welfare. May their minds be occupied with what is spiritual and abiding. May our hearts be immersed in selfless love for the Lord. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. We shall begin today's service with the opening song. It is translation of a Sanskrit hymn which prays the Divine Mother to guide us and protect us.
Salutation to you, compassionate Mother. You are our refuge, bringer of all good. Salutation to you, compassionate Mother. You are our refuge, bringer of all good. Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Take away all obstacles barring our path. Salutation to you of infinite aspects, worshipped by all, pervading the whole cosmos. Salutation to you of infinite aspects, worshipped by all, pervading the whole cosmos. Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Take away all obstacles, show us your path. Salutation to you, our goal in meditation, perfect in union, wisdom and bliss. Salutation to you, our goal in meditation, perfect in union, wisdom and bliss. Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Mother of the union, guide and protect us. Take away all obstacles, bring us to you. Salutation to you, sure help of the helpless, refuge of the poor, the bound and the hopeless. Salutation to you, sure help of the helpless, refuge of the poor, the bound and the hopeless, Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Take away all obstacles, show us your face. Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Mother of the universe, guide and protect us. Take away all obstacles barring our path. Take away all obstacles, bring us to you. Take away all obstacles, show us your face.
Devi prapannarti hare prasida prasida matar jagatu khilasya prasida vishveshwari pahi vishvam tvameshwari Devi characharasya. Salutations to the Mother with a prayer to please guide us, show us the path and take away all our sufferings in this world. Dear friends, for last about 9-10 days, there has been the observance of a specially auspicious period for Hindus called Navaratri. That is, it begins from the first day of the bright lunar cycle of this month and goes up to 10th, which is today. The 10th day happens to be today, according to some calendars, tomorrow. So, we shall discuss the second part of the same topic, prayers to this Divine Mother, and we shall be following this very popular, tremendously full of practical wisdom as well as deep devotion to the Divine Mother. This Divine Mother concept is as such very simple. We know Mother, and this is Divine Mother. The Mother, as we know from our birth, well, that Mother connects to us as far as our this physical life goes. That's about it. But that is not the whole idea of our true being. It transcends this physicality. And therefore, there is the Mother of whose everybody is a child forever, for all births, for all creatures. Everybody is a progeny of that Divine Mother. So that is the idea where we take refuge in. So we saw one prayer with the history that how this particular book begins. It is the two of them. One was a dethroned king, another was a merchant who was thrown out of his business and out of his home by none other than his own family. So both were discussing that that has happened, but still, why our mind is caught in those people who have now discarded us? We keep on thinking about that past. Where is this? The source of this bondage to the past impressions, and so forth, which does not let us move on. And then a sage answers them and then tells that that is the power, the power of Lord that deludes everybody to think of the multiplicity. That which is one without second becomes apparent in this multiplicity without actually being affected at all. Without any change, this one appears as many. That is the power, that is the Shakti, that is the feminine principle, and that is the Divine Mother. And so, the first prayer we saw, which was addressed to the Lord Himself to be awakened. And we saw that I am not going to repeat everything because then we will not be able to proceed with other prayers. But the idea was very sublime, that each soul is potentially divine, means there is the divine principle in us which needs to be awakened. If we are divine, why are we suffering? Well, we are, but we are not aware of it. Like when somebody is asleep, is not aware of his or her power and glory. The power is not available at that time because the fellow is asleep. So the fellow as is woken up, then becomes, I can do this and that and that. So the Lord, who is all pervading, has control over everything, is kind of asleep. And so now the demons get the chance, as it were, to devour this universe. Its stability is now under siege, as it were. So the Creator prays to the Devi, to this goddess, who is in the form of sleep, has affected the Vishnu, the Lord. And thus we saw Vishnu wakes up and then kills the two demons. This second chapter of this, it is called the Madhyama Charita, means the middle part of this story of the goddess. So here again a big demon has taken hold of everything, and so the angels, as it were, in Sanskrit it is called Deva and Asura. Deva means actually it is similar word in Spanish also, luminous. It is, so they are luminous, they are of the nature of light, they are good. And then that which obstruct them, they are the evil ones. So these evil ones, they have overtaken the good ones, the angels, and so these angels now approach Vishnu. So it begins very nicely. Tata parajita deva padmayonim prajapatim puraskritya gatas tatra Yatresha Garuda Dhvajau. They all went to Vishnu to see what can be done. This is the terrible situation that we have come to. All our powers are, as it were, gone. All our kingdoms have been completely captured by this demon. The name of this demon was Mahishasura. Mahisha means a buffalo, and he had the shape of a buffalo, this demon, very powerful, aggressive, and reckless. This demon is representative of the ego. Our ego is like that. When it overtakes all the good tendencies in us, and then all the goodness vanishes. It is the demonic rule then, when the ego becomes powerful. So this is now the Devi, the goddess, is going to be awakened in a very meaningful, this Devi formation is worth studying. These defeated, vanquished angels approached Vishnu, and on the forefront of them was Brahma. Why? There is a meaning to it. Brahma is very dear to Vishnu. Brahma was born right from the navel of Vishnu, stays there in the navel of Vishnu, so dear to him, so close to him. So when you want to get something done from some big powerful guy, you find, you know him, isn't it? Come on, we will take you there. You become our representative because that fellow knows you. So it is, then our work will be done because you know him, he knows you, we will be received cordially, and our story would get heard. So they put him, it is very nicely, Puraskritya Prajapatim Padmayonim. So that Brahma became their leader, and they all went there. And then after listening to how this terrible demon has been torturing the devas, depriving them of everything that they had, Vishnu became full, as it were, of anger. He is doing like that, and then, as it were, a fiery light shone from the face of Vishnu. That is how Tato Tikopapurnasya Chakrino Vadanat Tatah Nishchakrama Mahattejo Brahmana Shankarasya Cha. So it is then issued forth a great light from the face of Vishnu, who was full of intense anger, and from that of Brahma and Shiva too. From the bodies of Indra and other devas also sprang forth a very great light, and all this light united together. This is the light that is springing up with the determination now that we have to do something about it. Friends, for the spiritual progress, the word spiritual means it sounds to be something ethereal. Not that. For the actually our life to be filled with composure, joy, peace. That is the spiritual progress. When that happens, that is the sign of us being spiritual. It is the question is this, whether you are just body centric, that is matter. And then body changes all the time. See, every moment the body is subject to change. But there is something that is associated with the body that never changes, that remains the same. And that is what is called spirit. And that is also called soul. So, the life that is woven around this unchanging principle in us, that gets called spiritual life. And so, as body, body changes, so we don't have really any integrity as such. We were, yesterday we were one, today we are somebody else, tomorrow something else. So, but when it is led with the idea that I am spirit, then there are the meanings to this word being truthful. Otherwise, it is just changes, everything is changing. How can you be, truthful? So, truth, very idea of being truthful depends on that there is something constant. There is commitment. It all depends on acknowledging that unchanging principle in us. So, this is the spiritual life. And so, it is very important that this fire of determination, yes, I will come and defeat this demon of ego, all those concerned, all those who have been attacked by this Mahishasura, the demon in the form of buffalo, and actually of the nature of ego, we have to, take a stand against ego. We all know, but then it captures us. All our good faculties come under his control. This is a reference to Bhagavad Gita, the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita, almost the last few verses of it, where Arjuna asks a very meaningful, beautiful question there. And this is actually a psychological problem for all of us, friends. That the question is that tell me who against my wishes makes us commit wrong actions without my wanting to commit bad or wrong actions, who compels me as it were to commit them. I want to lead a spiritually oriented life, but then something pulls me away from it. I want to know who is that fellow. And of course, not just knowing who it is, but how to overpower it. And the Lord tells there that that very thing which comes in the form sometimes of lust or all other desires, and that also becomes anger. So, that is the demon, and one has to take a stand against it, so that now you will be able to do something. And remember, just don't rely on your intellect, your mind, because it is already captured by this demon of lust. So therefore, And the origin of this lust is, or the desires is ego, I. Because I automatically means there is the world. I am so and so, ego. Mm. And then this I goes after what is called world, desires. And these desires, as it were, get concentrated in what is called lust. So, how to conquer it? In the last verse there, Lord tells that go logically, don't discard the logic. So, see, whatever is already captured by this enemy, you can't use those things. But there is something that is not uh, being touched by this enemy. Take stand there. Take a firm stand there, and that is your true nature, your true divine nature. Take a firm stand on that. So that is here in this poetic form, that is the Devi, the goddess. So this goddess, one name of the goddess worship therefore is Mahishasura Mardini, the killer of the buffalo demon. So, how she is coming out? Uh, the luminous aspect of everything is coming together. All these different angels, they were because of ego. They were, I am superior to him, I am superior to him, I am better than that, and nobody is as good as me. So now they are bringing the luster, actually not keeping it to themselves, but is being brought out and combining a combined strength, a well coordinated strength of all our faculties. Is now this goddess gets formed. It is this, is very, it says, Atulam tatrastatteja sarvadeva sharirajam ekastham tadabhun nari vyapta lokatrayam tvisha. That out of this combined tremendous mountain-like huge luminosity, a goddess got formed. That is the goddess. And that goddess, remember, it is the one idea in spiritual life is bringing together and coordinating all our faculties, like our intellectual faculty, emotional faculty, our willing faculty, actions, all should be woven in such a way that they fulfill their functions. It is like you have in your car, there is the engine, there is the steering wheel, there is the other regulatory things like brake and all that, and then there are the wheels. All these have to be connected properly, aligned properly. Then it becomes a car. Otherwise, disjoint, an engine here, there, the wheel somewhere there, that doesn't make a car. It actually, what happens? The engine is no engine, because what will it be doing? The wheels, what, they have no power to move anywhere. What are they going to do? Separately, they have no capabilities. But when brought together and properly aligned, each of them become now awakened to its power. So that is how we have to build our life. That is the worship of the goddess. It is allegorically presented here, but that is the idea, that now it is like that infinite power in each of us gets awakened. That is, in each of us, at the back of each of us, is that power. You know, a drop of ocean, there is behind every single drop, there is the almost infinitely huge ocean behind it. So each of us must feel that that infinite power is at the back of us. Each of us individually is like a drop, but there is this immeasurable ocean behind us. That is the sustenance of every drop. So we must feel that. That is the goddess. So this goddess is now being brought out, and then the hymn is very sublimely beautiful. Everybody has all these angels, they have their specific weapons, they all, without keeping it with them. No, not mine. Okay, give it to the goddess. They give all their special weapons, special equipment that they had, each of them, that was all given to the goddess. Take it, but kill that demon. So it is if you keep it with yourself, no use, you know. It is only that thing will not be able to be useful. Give it, pull it together, pull it and let it be. This belong to goddess. That is brought out by our unification. Our unification has brought out this goddess. So let that goddess be given all these weapons. So it is even the supreme amongst these angels was Indra. So Indra gave his favorite weapon, Vajra. Okay, you take this, a thunderbolt. Vajra is like thunderbolt. So was given to this goddess. And with all these, now this goddess just annihilated this demon of ego. The buffalo demon got killed by this goddess. So this is how this prayer is. And then we move to the this at the end of it. After this is done, she was then again, after the buffalo demon is killed, all the angels now praise this Devi. That is also a very beautiful hymn, that they say there that look, now we know you are pervading the whole universe as the soul of everyone. Everyone has that soul, and you are that. Now they know that from all of us together this Devi is formed, this goddess is formed. But now they say, you not just we, everything in the universe, the soul of that is thou. Devya yada Devya yaya tatamidam jagadatma shaktya nishesha deva ganashakti samuha murtya tamambikam akhila deva maharshi pujyam bhaktya tasma vidadhatu shubhani sanaha. That to that goddess, she is called Ambika, means the mother. Amba, Ambika, these are the words. Now they are calling her mother. Oh mother, that who is worthy of worship by all the uh, gods and as well as the demigods and demons also, uh, and provides the world by her power, and who is embodiment of the entire powers of all the hosts of the devas. We bow you to you in devotion. May she grant us auspicious things. So that is this prayer. Okay, please, yeah, may she grant us all that is auspicious. And then this prayer continues, and they want this goddess to continue to protect them. She is said to be the power of the world. I am not going to recite every stanza here or reading the meaning of it, but a few only which are representative, as it were. This is the 10th stanza of this prayer. Shabdatmika sumalargya jusham nidhanam udgitharamya pathavatam cha samnam devi trai bhagavati bhavabhavanaya vartam cha sarva jagatam paramarti hantri. You are the soul of Shabda Brahma, the God in the form of word. This is a great concept in Vedanta philosophy, in that it is this whole universe is nothing but the sound that we call Om. Om. You might, in the right front there you see a big Om there. Here also you see the Om written. Om is the summation of all sounds. It is, everything is really given the subsistence or thatness because of the name. And what is name? It is sound. For example, Sarada, sitting right here. So, what is she? Well, the matter keeps on changing. A particular flesh, heap of flesh, blood, that is not what she is. It keeps on changing. Otherwise, if you see, like the members of, say, a football team, they keep on changing. Somebody gives them more money, other club gives them more money, they go there. Or gets old and so retires. So the players keep on shifting and changing. But the name remains. People love it by the name. We are fans of, say, Red Sox or whatever. We are fans of Patriots. It is. Now what is it? It is just the name. Nothing else. So how do we identify the same person? What is same in Sharada? It is the name. Name is what gives it sameness, thatness. We identify it by name. So that is when all of it, all names, they are coming out of the primordial sound. That primordial sound is designated as Om. So that is why the goddess is praised here, that you are the origin of that, Shabdatmika. You are the soul of that sound. That sound is as it were, uh, like soul is within us, we say, so the soul of that sound, primordial sound, you are that. So it is, and please guide us. It is, you are Paramarthihantri, you are the remover of all the wailing of us due to sufferings. Arti means we are suffering, and we are expressing that suffering by through crying, weeping, externally or internally. So please remove that. And then after the prayers, it is, she tells, okay, that it is, your job is done now, but whenever you again require me, please remember me, and I will be coming there again to protect you. Just remember me and I'll be there. And this remembering God is important. When we think that God within us, that comes up, Yeah. And then that remembrance is now shown in the next, what is called the Uttama Charit of the Devi. That it is, earlier Uttam means the last one, the ultimate one. So there are these three ways. Sometimes it can be understood as we have three bodies. Vedanta has the concept of our three bodies. One is the causal body. It is difficult to explain it in short time, but when we are in deep sleep, what we know about ourselves, that is our causal body. Actually, we are not seeing anything, we are not thinking anything, we are not aware of anything. But then when we wake up, we say, I slept blissfully. So only that bliss was being experienced without any expression to it. The two things are, separate. The difference must be understood, that there is the experience and the expression. So, in deep sleep, there is experience sans expression, because there is no instrument to express. When now subtle body is something, you can compare it to what we experience in dream. There we experience, and that expression, that experience has expression. So we can even remember and tell what I was saying. Oh, that was such a scary dream. I dreamt that I lost my cell phone. Oh, what a terrible situation, So it is. So we experience the dream, that body in which we experience dream, that is called the subtle body or the thought body. And then the gross body, it is that is visible to the gross eyes and so forth. So that is the three bodies. So the first prayer was the causal body prayer. The second prayer of the Madhyama Charita, the middle biography of the goddess, it was for the subtle body. And then the third is the gross body. So there the two demons, Shumbha, Nishumbha, they are again causing all havoc. And so these demigods completely vanquished under these terrible, very powerful demons. They again approach the goddess, thought of her, and then the goddess wakes up and kills this Shumbha, Nishumbha. Before that, the Chanda and Munda, they're the generals of Shumbha and Nishumbha. They first those generals are killed, very powerful Chanda and Munda, and then Shumbha and Nishumbha, they were killed by this powerful goddess. Since this is something that is addressed to the gross body, the expression also is in great details. They takes many pages to explain how this war went on. The details of the war have been given, and so that part is very interesting. We people love the stories of the wars. They don't like wars as such, but the stories of the wars. There has been a survey as to which books are read by people most, and they means the books which are based on facts, not on fiction. Then the books on the history of wars, they are read most. So it is because the war absorbs the attention, and then the valor, we become immediately, sensitive to those. Look how brave this warrior was, how many medals he has got, and we make their statues, this brave, self-sacrificing warrior who killed so many enemies and so forth in adverse circumstances. So this war is described in great details. It is the and then this devas then again they praise and request her. This prayer is a very commonly chanted prayer that even yesterday, right in the beginning of the worship, one gentleman recited this prayer, that it is that this goddess now is being praised, that you are the support of the whole universe, and gives the details of that. Adharbhuta jagatastvameka Maheswarupena yata sthitasi Apam swarupasthitaya tvayaitad Apyayate Krishnamalangavirye. You are the sole substratum of the world, because you subsist in the form of the earth. By you who exist in the shape of water, all this universe is gratified. O goddess of invincible valor! It is again a very commonly quoted part of this prayer is Vidya samasta stava devi bheda striya samasta sakala jagatsu tvayaikaya puritamam bhayaitat kate stute stavya paraparukti. All lores, all branches of knowledge are your aspects, O goddess. So are the women in the world endowed with various attributes. It is women are the special manifestation of goddess. It is because goddess, like through goddess, the mother, this whole world manifests, women have that special characteristic, the special attribute of giving birth. So, therefore, it is said that in women you find a special manifestation of this goddess. Striyas samasta sakala jagatsu. By you, O Amba, means O Mother, by you alone this world is pervaded. How can I praise you adequately? So it is then it is said here that Sarvasya Buddhi Rupena Janasya Hridhi Samsthite Swarga Pavargade Devi Narayane Namostute. That it is salutations be to you, O Narayani. And Narayan is the name of Lord. So, and this is the power of the Lord, not separable from the God. God and the power are not separable. It is just the aspect of the divine, because of which, although one and unchanging, that divine principle appears as the multiple and continuously changing universe. So, that is the power inherent in it. That is why we can never find the answer to this question, although in philosophy, in all the spiritual discussions, this question gets asked again and again, that why did God make the world? When did He do it? And so forth, And why did He do it in this way? Why did He put so much suffering in it? All these questions, though meaningless questions, yet they keep on getting asked again and again. Because there is no difference, it is spontaneous that the one appears as many. That's the answer. It is so, and therefore she is addressed here as Narayani. That many stanzas here will now be having this ending, Narayani Namostute. In our evening prayers, this is how the end part of it, the salutations to Divine Mother. All the three stanzas that we chant, they come in this particular hymn. These all they end with Narayani Namostute. O Goddess Narayani, the consort of Narayana, we salute you. So, it says that how, I won't go to quote from this, but it is, it says, well, O Goddess, please keep on your blessings on us. Devi prasid paripalaya nori bhite nityam yatha suravadha dadhunaiva sadyah papani sarva jagatam prashamam nayashu utpatapak janitascha mahopasargan. O Devi, be pleased and protect us always from fear of foes, as you have done just now by the slaughter of these demons, and destroy quickly the sins of all worlds and the great calamities which have sprung from the maturing of evil proponents, evil portents. So, please remove all that. So, this thus, this prayer is answered here by the goddess. There is now, there is ultimately, there is the prayer that which is, the goddess therefore was propitiated by the original, the story is now brought to the end, to the conclusion. So the two, the dethroned king and the banished from home, this businessman who was kicked out of his business and from his home, they both, after listening to this goddess, they decided to go and pray, perform austerities, praying to the goddess. And after a period, the goddess appeared before them. When you pray with sincere hearts, you actually cleanse the heart, and then the goddess appears, the divine appears before. And then this goddess asks, "Tell me, what do you want?" The king and the businessman. The king wanted his kingdom back, whereas the businessman had enough of all this world. He wanted the spirit of renunciation and knowledge. So, therefore, she said, "Okay, whatever you want." So the king was, granted the boon that, "Okay, you again get up, stand up, collect your army and attack the one who has captured your kingdom, you will get it back. Come on." And the businessman said, "Okay." The businessman was wise not to get entangled again into these things. There is many people ask this question: why this king also, or the God, he also saw the Divine Mother. Why did he not ask for the boon, the ultimate boon of God realization? Why this only the businessman asked for it? Why not this king? This question can be further elaborated, but I am not going to do for the sake of time. So, but let us see, the principle here is that we need to go through the process of psychological evolution. Everybody simultaneously, everybody doesn't feel that I want God. There is that story of the minister giving a sermon that answered, "Well, there, heaven, where you have you and God alone. You meet with God, you get united with God. I'm sure you all want to go to heaven. Come on, raise your hands. Who want to go to heaven?" And the minister was astonished. No hand was raised. He said, "Oh, you don't want to go to heaven?" Then one of them said, "No, we want to go to heaven, but eventually we want to go to heaven, not right away. So our concerns, mundane concerns, do not go away quickly. Whatever our lips may say, our heart is not saying that. And God listens not to your lips, but what is in the mind. So the mind was saying, "I want my kingdom." There is that in Bhagavatam, that story of Dhruva also, similar story. After seeing Lord Vishnu, after performing great austerities and so forth, he sees Vishnu. And what does he want? Well, I want a stable kingdom of mine, where from nobody will be able to kick me out. Lord says, okay, you will get that. But then, gradually, when you examine what do I get out of it, nothing much. I have to give it up and pray that, oh, let me have the ultimate illumination. This world, after all, it is in whether you make it look beautiful or make look ugly. Ugly becomes beautiful, beautiful becomes ugly. There are not such two categories except in our mind. It is it is a problem really. Whether it is you have pleasures, still they cause problems. When you have plenty, that becomes a problem. I had some time back given a lecture on this affluenza. Like influenza, there many are in this, especially this so-called prosperous rich country, many are sick by this affluenza. So affluence, that becomes too much, you get sick of that. You have nothing to eat also, no place to live. That is also sickness. Nothing goes according to your mind, you become frustrated. This world is full of such things. We think that no, my neighbor is so happy. Why I am being given a raw deal by God, by destiny. Look at my brother, he is so happy. My neighbors are so happy. I alone am, why am I subjected to suffering? Well, you don't know their sufferings. They have their own problems. This, when you realize in the world, as Buddha very wisely said, after contemplation, this world is suffering. That's it. So when you see that, you don't want any of it. So that is called the spirit of renunciation. And so it is now not a painful renunciation, but getting away from pain is that renunciation. You know that your hand is being scorched because you are holding this hot plate. What do you do? You drop it. You feel relieved when you drop it. So the attraction for this world, when you drop it, you feel relieved. Not that you lose anything. You actually gain peace, relief from pain. So this businessman realized it, experienced this, and so was merged in the divine truth. That is how this story kind of culminates. Let us pray today to the Divine Mother for blessing us, showering blessings on us for our progress in all spheres, all directions, and bring peace to our hearts. My salutations to Divine Mother today on this very auspicious day, and I wish you all the best. May the same blessings befall on each one of us. So let us meditate on this idea, and in case if you have any questions, please ask. I am asking those who are listening on the web as well as people here. In case if you have questions, not that you have to dig out questions, but if you have some questions, please feel free to ask. Yes, please.
Swamiji, there is a question from Charlie. Are the devas all male?
All?
Male.
No. Devas, that is mentioned there, they have male, female, everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So very good. Let us take up this. I'll let you know about the upcoming programs. In this month, there will be no Sunday lectures anymore. But next month, on the 1st November, we have the topic of discussion is fixing the world. Fixing the world. The Tuesday and Friday classes at 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday, Friday will go on as usual. The Tuesday topic is Sri Ramakrishna and his divine play. On Fridays, it is stories from Srimad Bhagavatam. And let us now conclude with the closing prayers. Every morning and evening at the designated times which you can see in the flyer, there are the meditations and prayers. So you are welcome to attend those also. They are not given online. For meditation, I am doing online meditation, that is not available here. You have to come here physically to do that meditation. Anyway, so I'll conclude with the closing prayer. Then there will be the Arati, and being the day of the Divine Mother's worship, we will also sing the Mahishasuramardini Stotram, a hymn to this goddess who killed the buffalo demon. May the Divine, who is Father in heaven of the Christians, Holy One of the Jewish faith, Allah of the Muslims, Buddha of the Buddhists, Tao of the Taoists, Great Spirit of the Native Americans, our Mazda of the Zoroastrians, and Brahman of the Hindus, lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May the all-loving being manifest himself unto us and grant us abiding understanding and all-consuming divine love. Peace, peace, peace be unto all.
Breaker of all our worldly bondage and adored by all, we adore you too. Stainless Lord, assuming human form. Stainless Lord, human form, transcendent yet filled with love. You free us from the stain of sin and ornament our world. Consciousness is your form. Your eyes always purified by knowledge. Your eyes always purified by knowledge. Looking at them, illusion is gone. Ocean of shining this world, revealed to us as God incarnate and the Lord of all things, helping us join with you. Your mind's always set in the divine light. Your mind's always set in the divine light. This we can see through your grace, destroyer of our worldly sorrow and compassion soul. Infinite is your work, your lives offered for the world's deliverance, your lives offered for the world's deliverance, saving us from darkness and fear. Renouncer of all lust and lucre, therefore you were always spurning sensual life. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Lord of monks, you are the best of men. Grant to us pure love for you. You're fearless and you're free from doubting, with your mind very firmly resolved. Causeless refuge of your devotees, causeless refuge of your devotees, renouncing caste and birth. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of love. You give love and even sightedness. You give love and even sightedness to remove our anguish here. Our treasure is your holy feet, which take us very soon across this puddle of love. You give love and even sightedness. You give love and even sightedness to remove our anguish here. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heartscape. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heartscape. Darkness is destroyed by your light. O Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Greetings to you, O Lord, beyond both speech and mind. Yet you are the basis of both. O Lord, yet you are the basis of both. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's cave. Great light of all lights, blazing in the heart's cave. Darkness is destroyed by your light. O Lord, darkness is destroyed by your light. Langa, ranga, bhanga, these are all the sounds of mridanga. Langa, ranga, bhanga, these are all the sounds of mridanga. Spiritual songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Spiritual songs devotees are singing for your worship divine. Jaya, Jaya for your worship divine. Hara, Hara for your worship divine. Shiva, Shiva for your worship divine. Breaker of all our worldly bondage and adored by all, we adore you too. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj Ji Ki Jai. Auspicious and blessed graciousness sublime, all noble ends you give to us, granting us refuge, all-seeing Gauri, O Mother Divine, our love to you. Creation, preservation, dissolution are your powers, eternal one. Nature's real basis, nature's essence, O Mother Divine, our love to you. We come seeking refuge from anguish. Be our Savior through your deep concern. All our suffering remove, Goddess, O Mother Divine. victory, O Mother Divine. Our love to you, Blessed Mother Divine. Our love to you, Blessed Mother Divine. Our love to you, Blessed Mother Divine. Our love to you. Jai Shri Ram Krishna Dev Ki Jai. Jai Shri Sarda Devi Ki Jai. Jai Shri Swami Vivekananda Ki Jai. Jai Shri Buddhadev Ki Jai. Jai Shri Jesus Christ Ki Jai. Jai Shri Durga Mai Ki Jai.
ऐ गिरिनन्दिनि नन्दित मेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवर विन्ध्य शिरोधिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवति हेशिति कंठ कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सुरवरवर्षिणि दुर्धरधर्षिणि दुर्मुखमर्षिणि हर्षरते त्रिभुवनपोषिणि शङ्करतोषिणि किल्बिषमोषिणि घोषरते धनुजनिरोषिणि दितिसुतरोषिणि दुर्मदशोषिणि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि जगदम्ब मदम्ब कदम्ब वनप्रियवासिनि शतखण्ड विखण्डिततुण्ड वितुण्डितशुण्ड गजाधिपते रिपुगजगण्ड विदारणचण्ड पराक्रमशुण्ड मृगाधिपते निज भुज दण्ड निपातितखण्ड विपातित मुण्ड भटाधिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जप्य जय जय शब्द परस्तुति तत्पर विश्वनुते जन जन झिंझिम झिंकृत नूपुर सिंजित मोहित भूतपते नटित नटार्ध नटी नटनायक नाटित नाट्य सुगानरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि सुमन 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 सुमनोहर कान्तियुते श्रितरजनी रजनी 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 करवक्त्रवृते सुनयन विभ्रमर भ्रमर 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 भ्रमराधिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते करमुरलीरवविजित कूजित लज्जित कोकिल मंजुमते मिलित पुलिंद मनोहर गुंजित रंजित शैल निकुंजगते निज गुणभूत महाशबरी गण सद्गुण संभृत केलिरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते पदकमलं करुणानिलये वरिवस्यति योऽनुदिनं सशिवे अयि कमले कमलानिलये कमलानिलयस्य कथं न भवेत् तव पदमेव परं पदमेत्यनुशीलयतो मम किं न शिवे जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते तव विमलेन्दुकुलं वदनेन्दुमलं सकलं ननुकूलयते किमु पुरुहूतपुरीन्दुमुखी सुमुखी भीरसौ विमुखी क्रियते मम तु मतं शिवनामधने भवती कृपया किमुत क्रियते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि मयि दीनदयालुतया कृपयैव त्वया भवितव्यमु मे आई जगतो जननी कृपयासि यथासि तथानुमितासि रते यदुचितमत्र भवत्युररे कुरुता दुरुतापमपाकुरुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते 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 महिषासुरमर्दिनी दुर्गा माई की